Skills, the most powerful feature in Claude Code that almost nobody is talking about. In the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you how to turn Claude into a personalized coding machine that knows your workflow, your patterns, and your preferences. And the best part? It takes less than 5 minutes to set up. Think about it. Every time you use Claude Code, you're starting from scratch. Same instructions, same patterns, same corrections, over and over. What if Claude could just remember? What if it could learn your coding style, automate your deployments, and enforce your team's conventions automatically? That's exactly what skills do. Here's the roadmap. We'll cover built in skills that ship free, creating your own custom skills from scratch, advanced patterns like dynamic context injection and sub agents, hooks for automation, and plugins for sharing with the world. Let's dive in. A skill is a markdown file with superpowers. You write a skill.md with instructions, and Claude adds it to its toolkit. Claude uses skills automatically when they're relevant, or you can trigger them manually with a slash command. It's like giving Claude a personalized playbook for exactly how you want things done. Without skills, you type, review this code, and get a generic response. With skills, you type slash review, and Claude follows your team's exact code review checklist, checks for your specific security patterns, and formats the output exactly how your team expects it. Same Claude. Completely different experience. Every skill has two parts: YAML, front matter, at the top that configures behavior, the name, description, what tools Claude can use, and markdown content below with the actual instructions Claude follows. The name field becomes your slash command. The description helps Claude decide when to use it automatically. That's the whole structure. Dead simple. Let's start with the built in skills. Slash simplify is a game changer. After you implement a feature, run slash simplify and it spawns three parallel agents. One checks code reuse, one checks code quality, one checks efficiency. They all run simultaneously, aggregate findings, and fix issues. Three reviewers for the price of one command. Slash batch is insane. Tell it to migrate your entire code base from one framework to another. It researches your code, decomposes the work into 5 to 30 independent units, shows you a plan, and once you approve, it spawns one agent peer unit, each in an isolated Git work tree, all running in parallel, all opening their own pull requests. Slash debug reads your session's debug log and troubleshoots issues on the fly. And slash loop runs a prompt repeatedly on a schedule. Tell it every 5 minutes, check if my deploy finished, and it does exactly that. Fire and forget monitoring right from your terminal. Slash Claude API loads the complete Claude API reference for your language: Python, TypeScript, Go, Java, all of them. It even activates automatically when it detects you're importing the Anthropic SDK. Zero configuration needed. Let's build one from scratch. Create a directory: tilde slash dot Claude slash skills slash explain code. Inside that directory, create skill.md. Add a name, a description, and your instructions. Tell Claude, when explaining code, start with an analogy. Draw an ASCII diagram, walk through it step by step, and highlight a common gotcha. save the file. That's it. Your skill is instantly live. The front matters where the real magic happens. Name becomes your slash command. Description tells Claude when to auto trigger. Disable model invocation makes it manual only. Perfect for dangerous operations. Allowed tools restricts what Claude can access. Context fork runs it in complete isolation. Model lets you pick opus, sonnet, or haiku. And argument hint shows users what to type after the command. Where you save a skill determines who can use it. Personal skills go in tilde dot Claude slash skills. Available in all your projects. Project skills go in .claude slash skills shared with your team through version control. Enterprise skills are deployed organization wide through managed settings. And plugin skills get distributed through marketplaces. To test your skill, just ask Claude something that matches your description. Or invoke it directly with slash explain code followed by a file path. If the skill isn't triggering automatically, check that the description includes keywords users would naturally say. Here's where it gets absolutely wild. The exclamation backtick syntax runs shell commands before Claude sees your prompt. Write exclamation backtick ghpr diff backtick and Claude receives the actual diff output, not the command. Pair this with ghpr view comments to build a PR summary skill that pulls live data and generates a complete review. Dynamic context injection. Pass dynamic arguments to any skill. Dollar arguments captures everything typed after the slash command. $0, $1, $2. Access individual arguments by position. Build a migration skill. Slash migrate component search bar. React view. $0 becomes search bar. $1 becomes React. $2 becomes view. Powerful and flexible. Add context fork to your front matter, and the skill runs in a completely isolated subagent. The skill content becomes the agent's task. Pick an agent type, explore for read-only research, plan for architecture, or general purpose for everything. Results get summarized and returned to your main conversation. Your context window stays perfectly clean. Control exactly who can invoke each skill. Set disable model invocation to true and only you can trigger it. Perfect for deploy or send Slack message. Set user invocable to false and only Claude triggers it automatically. Perfect for background knowledge like legacy system context. Mix and match for precise access control. Sub-agents are specialized AI assistants that run in their own context window. Built-in ones include Explore, which uses Haiku for lightning-fast code-based search. Plan, which researches your code before presenting strategy. And General Purpose for complex multi-step tasks. But the real power? Building your own custom agents. Create a markdown file in .claude/agents. Give it a name, description, tools, and model. Write a focused system prompt. That's your custom agent. Make a code reviewer that only has read access, a debugger with full tool capabilities, a data scientist tuned for SQL queries. Claude delegates to them automatically based on the task description. The killer feature, persistent memory. Add memory user to your agent's front matter and it gets a dedicated directory that survives across conversations. The agent builds up institutional knowledge over time. Code-based patterns, debugging insights, architectural decisions. It literally gets smarter with every single session. Hooks are shell commands that fire at specific life cycle events. Pre tool use runs before any tool executes. Post tool use runs after. Stop fires when Claude finishes. Use them to autolint on every file save. Validate that SQL queries are read only or log every tool invocation for auditing. Hooks are the automation layer that makes everything completely hands free. Plugins package everything together into a shareable unit. A plugin directory contains .claude plugin with a JSON manifest plus directories for skills, agents, hooks, and MCP servers. Skills get namespaced automatically. Slash my plugin colon review. No naming conflicts between different plugins. Clean and organized. Distribution is built right in. Commit your plugin to a Git repo and anyone can install it. Submit to the official Anthropic marketplace for wider reach. Or set up a private team marketplace for your organization. From personal workflow to global distribution, all using the same plugin structure. 5 power user tips. 1. Keep skill.md under 500 lines and move reference material to separate files. 2. Add the word ultra think in your skill content to enable extended thinking mode. 3. Preload skills into sub-agents with the skills field for instant domain knowledge. 4. Use hooks inside skills for input validation and safety guardrails. 5. Start with slash commands in .claude, then convert to plugins when you're ready to share with the world. Quick recap. Skills turn Claude into your personalized coding machine. Built-in skills like simplify and batch give you instant superpowers. Custom skills take 5 minutes to create. Sub-agents handle complex delegation. Hooks automate everything. And plugins let you share it all with your team or the entire community. If this saved you hours of digging through documentation, smash that subscribe button. We're dropping deep dives on AI coding tools every single week. Drop a comment telling me which skill you're building first. I'll see you in the next one.